Sissy Sullivan, Tracy Turner, and we are Sullivan Turner team at Mavon Real Estate. We wanted to welcome you to 116 Charles Towne Place here in Woodside.
Yes, I love this location and this little, it's a small neighborhood. It's a cul-de-sac street, but we're right in the middle of Woodside. And Woodside is Aiken's gated golf course community. It has 2 country clubs and all kinds of amenities, walking trails. The clubs have, special interest groups that get together, and being in the middle, you can access Woodside Country Club, or if you decide to join the Reserve Club, it's really easy to get to, and we're really close to the East Gate and the main gate off of Silver Bluff.
Yeah, it's nice that it's just a few minutes from
To each.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's awesome. This house is really cool because it's different. It's very sophisticated.
It is. I think the way where it's situated in Charles Towne Place is it's a little different from historic Woodside. I think it's a very special kind of elevated area within historic Woodside. All these homes, are quite nice on either side of the street, and you have this wonderful, all the cobblestone parking court here is quite nice. It's just kind of elegant and
it's chic,
how would you say it?
sophisticated. It has a European flair,
It does.
for sure. And in Charles Towne Place, there is a common parking area that all the neighboring homes can share. So if you are having a party, you're not expected to get all your guests parked here in the parking court. You can have people park in that central parking as well. But the parking court itself is double wide, so it makes it really easy for someone to park and someone to drive by, and obviously to access the garage here. And then there's parking on the far side of the garage that also has stairs that take you down into the side yard and around into the back terrace area. This home is 3,312 square feet.
It's 3 bedrooms and 3.5 baths. Would you like to take a look inside?
Yes, and as we do that, I want to point out this gorgeous iron door, and then the ironwork in front of the custom windows that you'll see in the great room. You'll see the plantation shutters, but we'll point out that those are new custom windows that have been installed in the living room. But this ironwork really gives it a different personality. It almost feels as if you're in New Orleans or entering a French chateau. And it has a storm door behind it, so it lets a lot of natural light in.
The ironwork then continues along the property line and also continues in the back, where there is a new aluminum but iron look type fence that was installed.
Okay, now let's go inside.
As we enter the foyer, one thing to note are the 9-foot ceilings. So really great space here. You also have more of a formal living room space, which you have a nice central fireplace. And on either side of the fireplace, that back wall and side walls, you have that wonderful custom millwork, the library style type paneling, and then the dentil kind of molding for the molding. Yeah, it's really beautiful, all the millwork here. It's really extensive, and it continues throughout the house. And as you walk into this living room space and look back to the staircase, it's a really beautiful profile of looking through to the staircase. And then Becky Wilson, who's behind the camera, if you could just point out that picture molding that transitions above the columns. It's really elegant, and you even have the paneling underneath. It's really lovely how that is built in. And we have nice thick baseboards, but what's great is you have this big living room space that really can accommodate a number of people. It has a couple of different sitting areas and campfires. But you have this more intimate den library tucked
behind it that has built-ins. We have a wet bar sink, a nice Kohler sink, and there are wonderful pull-outs here, you know, so you can discreetly have your wine storage underneath. These are lovely painted cabinets, and then behind we have this nice accent wall with wallpaper, I believe, that was installed by Nandina, and it was a really good choice. I think a really nice color choice with a little bit of shine that just again gives a little chic sophistication to the space.
It does, and you've got a lot of really wonderful natural light with these floor-to-ceiling windows here, and your nice wood, custom wood plantation shutters, which are quite lovely.
I love the wood floors in this space too. It's a really nice color, or you know how they've been stained. I think they're oak, but they might be hickory. Just taking a second look.
And then a nice design here on the marble tile floors, which leads you into your kitchen. You do have a really sweet little powder room here right off the kitchen, which makes it very nice and convenient. And make sure to note the little chandelier up top, which just brings a bit of elegance to the space.
I love that wallpaper. I think it's so much fun. It really is. I mean, that's a powder room to spend some extra time in. We don't say that about powder rooms very often. You know, we've commented about the crown molding, and you can see as we go into this kind of second entry hall that connects the front of the house to the back of the house, that molding continues. And we're going to get you here in the kitchen because this is really the heart of the home, and it has a lot of bells and whistles.
It does. So you do have a lot of wonderful cabinetry in this kitchen. There's not a lack of cabinetry for sure. Really nice counter space. You do have a little office area there if you wanted to utilize that as an office area. And a nice kitchen island. The appliances are pretty special. This is actually a 5-burner GE Cafe design cooktop. And there are some special little touches to all the GE Cafe appliances. This one I am particularly fond of because you can not only get your cold ice water, but you can get your Keurig Coffee here as well.
And it's smart. So you can just be in your bedroom and go, I want my coffee, and you know, indicate to make it, have your coffee cup ready. And
I love that.
I know.
And I love the brushed bronze accents as well.
I know that's a really nice upgrade. I don't think people realize that that's an upgrade, but to get the different handles, and it makes a really nice impression. It really warms up the appliances.
Here's another accent piece here. Now, I'm not going to touch these, but these are all basically your smart-enabled your microwave and convection oven here as well. Lots of great cabinetry again. You've got the matte glass subway tile on the back, which is quite nice. And I love the French country deep sink. I love the stainless steel part of it.
And I think the marble look granite really works well. And just noting on the island, there's a little place for your cookbook storage. And again, that millwork is actually here on this front side of the island. Again, to keep that consistency with the elegant trim throughout the house. And these windows all have custom treatments and shades that you can move up and down to define how you want the light to enter the kitchen and the breakfast dining space.
And then Becky, who is behind the camera today, right behind Becky is a door, access door to the laundry. We won't go in there, but wanted to share with you, that's a really easy access banner, right? You do so well.
I know, I'm Anna. So there's a walk-in laundry room and a walk-in pantry. accessible from the laundry area, and that also offers you direct access to the garage. And so you have this kind of utility storage space that's, that transitions you from the garage into the kitchen space. It's very direct, so it's easy when you come in with your groceries, or if your dog has come home from the groomer, they can come right inside and not find a mud puddle.
Very true. I love this little sweet breakfast room overlooking the side garden here, which we'll go outside next to show a wonderful outdoor room on the patio. And I love the windows here. When we get outside, you will see there's some wonderful privacy that you have both inside and out. We have these wonderful magnolia trees that create a lot of wonderful privacy. And what a nice space out here.
I love this space. Again, it's been designed for low maintenance. You see we have a lot of hardscape, but we also have greenscape. So you could plant a hedge here along the iron fence. There's a really nice side yard. I know we almost always talk about dogs, and we're all big dog people, and our client has a dog, and so you do have space for play here right in the garden, but it's really designed for easy maintenance. And when we were on the front of the house, where the staircase and that gate goes to your front drive. So if your landscaper is coming, they do not need to walk through your house. They have a couple different access points to the garden. This terrace is stone. It's a Chattahoochee stone. Again, designed for easy maintenance. You've got the old salvage look brick that takes you into the house from the breakfast space into this sunroom, keeping room. And the terrace is really large enough for dining, living. You can see we also have a bar area, and it's so private with this woodland beyond.
So you can see the property line actually goes just, I believe, just slightly behind that fenced-in area, so you can continue with that privacy. And all the hardscape here, she, like as Sissy said earlier, she designed this for more of a low maintenance upkeep.
And again, with that kind of European feel, anytime you go to one of the, like the Musée Rodin Terrace, it has the gravel walkways in the garden. So again, this mix of, greenscape and hardscape and low maintenance and privacy, and this continuation of the wrought iron with fencing that wraps around the rear and to the side. And there's a side access point here that takes you to the cul-de-sac.
And Sissy, another thing that you mentioned is that you could use this for more of your green landscaping and so forth. There is irrigation that is capped under that space as well. So you can certainly utilize that and keep everything nice and healthy and green.
Well, in Aiken, we love indoor-outdoor living. So having these couple of access points to the back terrace is a win-win, if you ask me.
It's really great flow when you're entertaining, that you can go from the kitchen to your outdoor rooms, back through here to your back hall, and then here to your dining space. So we had, they talked a little bit about having, this is your formal dining, and then an overflow where Sissy is, if you have the kids' table for Thanksgiving.
Well, and this space here also could accommodate bookcases for a library, or you could put in your buffet. So you could use these spaces together for your dining room space, or you could make this a little keeping room and transition space from the dining outside. If you're entertaining outside, I could see putting a little buffet area.
And just note, the dental crown moldings continued from the front living room space through the hallway, through the dining area, and then into the room where Sissy is.
Okay, so you got to sleep somewhere. You've got some options here. This is a 3-bedroom house, and there are 2 primary suites. There's one upstairs and there's one up here on the main level. The one on the main level is currently used as a den, and I'm going to show you this space. It is painted with, it looks like a high gloss in this hunter green, so it's quite handsome. But there's plenty of room here to put a king size bed. You have a wall of windows on the back looking onto the woodland, and you actually have light from 3 directions in this room. It's a really good sized bedroom, but super comfortable as a den, TV room, and another living space. We really, almost always mention when there's light coming from 3 directions, because we think it brings a different quality to an interior living space. And again, this room offers that with that kind of bay of windows there. There is a full bath, and it has brass fixtures, and it has a walk-in tub shower. So it's very, if someone is recovering, from a knee injury or something, they've got easy access to that walk-in tub shower here. And we have a lot of new fixtures in the baths, brass accents, newer toilets, and they've been upgraded in that way. So this is your primary main floor suite. You have a closet here, but what's great is the hall of closets.
It is the hall of closet. So you do have a really nice, in the primary down, you have built-ins, which are nice, as well as your place to hang your clothes. But here you have a nice walk-in that's all lined with cedar, so it just smells lovely as soon as you open it. Here you have a regular wardrobe closet, and then this is it's always nice to have a second bedroom down. So this is a nice second bedroom down, and it also is an ensuite. You have really great light coming in, and your wood custom plantation shutters, which is quite nice. There is also a walk-in closet here to our left, and then you also have an updated shower there to your right, and there is a linen closet behind the door as well. So good, plenty of storage. I think the more storage I have, the more I seem to fill it. Tall ceilings continue throughout, which is really nice.
I actually think these ceilings actually, they are high. But again, that crown molding, even in the hallway. And then this is another closet for your personal belongings, or it could be a second coat closet. There is a nice coat closet here off the front hall. And as we go to the upstairs space, we'll just kind of revisit the kitchen, and then again, we revisit the dining room. It's almost like a chic New York townhouse that happens to be in Aiken, South Carolina. Imagine that. If you're a New Yorker watching this, you can make yourself right at home here. You can see there are lots of fun references to equestrian lifestyle here. Even though we're in Woodside, which is a golf course community, there are lots of equestrian life outside of the gates of Woodside, if that's your pursuit. Lots of boarding barns, and there are trails in Hollow Creek, and you could be at your barn in 10 to 15 minutes from here easily.
Yeah, there are actually a lot of residents here who enjoy the country club life and the tennis, but they have their barns just outside the gates. One of the things that I've enjoyed about Woodside is their tennis courts, and then at the reserve, the clay courts there. Mm-hmm. They're quite nice.
Pickleball is quite popular too, is what I understand.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so Becky, I'm going to move upstairs quickly here. There is a second primary suite, and there's actually this room here at the top of the stairs is a flex space. And this room would be ideal as a nursery. It's currently used for storage. It could be a craft hobby room, whatever you need it to be. Again, no room is without this beautiful crown molding. And then the door here takes you into the attic space, which has a lot of floor space for additional storage and really easy access to those utility items that may need to be serviced. There's also a closet here to Becky's right, and then here we are in the second level primary suite, which is a really graciously sized living space, because we've got not only a bedroom space, but a sitting room space. And the plantation shutters, those custom wood plantation shutters, have been continued here in this space. And it's really elegant, it's carpeted, has 2 walk-in closets, and then there is a wonderful primary bath here that has 2 vanities. Oh, well, I'm jumping ahead. Well, 2 closets. I mean, we all need his and hers closets. But 2 vanities, a separate WC, a jacuzzi tub, and then I would just linger a little bit with the camera, Becky, on the newly tiled glass enclosed shower. It's really beautiful. I love the tile choice. The blue is really pretty. And then with the brass accents, it just makes it elegant. You could be at the Ritz.
The interior design style that she's using, the hues of blue, that you have the accent wall over the jacuzzi, then in the shower, and then as you come out to the primary bedroom, just with the accent wall here, I think is really quite nice. It helps to really tie it all together.
Yes, it's very cohesive. So we've got to find our home to wrap it up.
Well, and I love this, the flex space here too, Sissy, because you really could use it for so many different things depending on the chapter in your life and where you are, whether it's a nursery or storage, or maybe it's just a great room to house the Christmas tree.
Oh, that's true. Christmas decor needs a home.
Yeah.
So some of the nuts and bolts of this home are that the roof is 2019. There are 2 HVAC units, and one of those dates to January of 2020. The current owner has maintained those units with Holly Heat and Air and a service contract. There's also an Aiken pest control termite contract and Centricon system.
So you have a nice primary bedroom down, plus a guest bedroom ensuite. And then upstairs you have your primary and ensuite and little sitting space and your flex room. Great outdoor spaces, as we saw earlier. And you're situated in a little more of an elite subdivision area of Woodside, Charles Towne Place.
Yes. So we are glad and hope you tuned in to our Live or Later virtual open house. Again, you can, if you didn't watch it live, hopefully you've now tuned in later. We appreciate you joining us to see this beautiful home. Honestly, I know Becky does a great job with the camera, but really you have to see this home in person to appreciate it fully. So we invite you to call us at 803-998-0198 for a confirmed appointment, or you can call your realtor and they can call us to